we are at Claw Daddy, and we have this humongous seafood boil platter. This is called the Big Daddy platter, and this will be our first time trying this. So I just know it's gonna be good because it looks so good. Babe, tell me what we got.
Man, we got a lot.
We got some king crabs, some lobster tails, some snow crabs, some shrimp,
some eggs,
potatoes, sausages, mussels. Also, we got some hot Cheeto. Is it called boudin balls?
Yeah, boudin balls.
Fried rice, the house special fried rice, and fried chicken.
All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And as always, peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it with another spiritual observation, man, and a warning of things to come. Hey, right now, through the Spirit, I'm on one of those emergency fasts given to us by the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Sometimes, we understand that man's going to other Lord. So every time we fast through the Spirit, is given to us by Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai to do so. But, sometimes you're more willing than others. And sometimes the Lord may just put a spirit upon you or make it to where you kind of have to fast, man. All right, but that's not the whole point of this lesson. The whole point, when you fast, man, you be in the Spirit. So I'm in the Spirit and I'm just seeing things. And when you are fasting, you get hungry, and I do it every time I fast. I start looking at food videos and just desiring what I'm gonna eat after the fast, and everything just looks delicious, man. But I was kind of in a very meek, austere spirit today, very damn near, I don't want to say depressed, but very lowly as it relates to not being happy here, not being happy with my life. And that's a good thing, because this is not our rest, and we hate our lives unto death, man, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. But it was just on my spirit, and you brothers know what the mukbang stuff is. And I just wanted to do a quick lesson on the difference between us and them. All right, being that, hey, first and foremost, this is so gluttonous. You talking $500? They say this seafood boil mukbang is $500. Let me tell you something, and everybody in Babylon the Great is feeling the crunch of the inflation. $500. A lot of people can't even afford that to pay for groceries for the entire month. You think it's not going to bother, people, all right, that these wicked motherfuckers, all right, have enough money to spend that amount of money on one meal, all right, and it's a plate of abominations, man. All right, the Lord commanded his people not to eat certain foods that he deemed as dirty, unclean, and abominable, some of them. And that plate, besides like the potatoes and rice and things like that, most of the things that they have are unlawful things to eat. So I have to sit here while I'm basically starving, for Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the brotherhood, and myself, trying to be a better servant to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And then it just triggers my spirit to see, this for face value, this Israelite brother. I don't know, girl, she sound like she from the South. She look like Lotto. She look good, man. I don't know if she's a Edomite, or she could be just a light-skinned Israelite woman. But the point is, man, you got this couple together. Seems like they're prospering as far as what they're projecting on camera. Prospering, eating good. They're not eating good, but they're eating a lot, and it just bothers me, man. But the whole point is, this is the difference between us and them, man. Here they are in the last days, and we're gonna bring out these precepts, stuffing their face, all right, and indulging in all type of manners of wickedness and folly, and they have no shame about it, and so much so that they'll get on camera and promote every type of wickedness that they do, whether it's murder, all right. When our young men do the drive-by shit, you know what I mean, and promote it in their songs, and they're smoking on the dead, all this shit that they be talking about, where this Eve and her whoredoms twerking all over the earth, twerking all out the car, get out. We'll do it in the middle of a storm. We've seen these things. There's videos on our women during like great storms that the Lord has brought, and they out there twerking, or shit like this, man. All right, and it just seems like it just never stops, man. And then you got I simply, man, the Spirit was upon me simply just to type in seafood mukbang. I don't even know what that means, but I mean, guess it's what they call stuff in their face, man. And when it brought up, I knew the first person I was gonna see was a Israelite woman, and there it is. She was the first one that had came across my screen when I typed it on TV, and I knew it. And you can see that's a plate full of look like shrimp and crab legs, man. And another point that just pricks my spirit is, why can't they have any class when they do these things? Why does, especially the women, all right, they have no class, no shame, man. You know how a woman, a lot of times she'll cover her mouth, because we're not barbarians. If you want to take it, tell me why you don't have your face in the bowl like a dog. Well, that's because you're more civilized than a dog, or we're supposed to be. So it's the same thing, man. Why do you have to have this abominable juice dripping down your chin? And it gets very, very nasty as some of these mukbangs, they slurping, slurping. It's all over their face, dripping all down their chin. That shit stink. Them sea bottom feeders, man. Them creatures stink, man. And it's all over her face. It just run down their clothes, and they're just so nasty and disgusting with it. Like, if you're gonna do it, why can't you eat with some damn class? I see you got your makeup on, that shit laid. I see you got your fake ass hair, that shit laid. So why can't you have some class about yourself when you eating? There's no shame, no shame when it comes to the wicked, man. And the Lord is sick of it, and of course we're sick of it as well, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So let's get into these precepts. This is the book of Luke, chapter 5 and verse 35. And it reads, all right, but the days will come, and this is where it's like Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, but the days will come when the bridegroom, which is Yahweh Shai, shall be taken away from them. All right, and then shall they fast in those days. And that's what we do through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, starting with the Lord's disciples turned apostles, all the way up until real time right now, man. We're the only people on this earth that will fast in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. Yeah, there's people that fast and they could go a bunch of days. I've just seen videos on some bodybuilding, weight lose shit, when they can go 7 days plus, and fast in the name of vanity, or they may fast in those idol names, man, which we just spoke of, which we don't like to say too much unless just for edification purposes, man. But they'll fast, in the name of an idol, or they'll fast for, vanity to look good or whatever. But when it comes to having the true spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, that's not the reason that they're fasting. But we do this, whether it's something that we quote unquote want to, because man's going to other Lord, what we want to do, or whether it's just sanctioned by Yahweh Hashem and Yahweh Shai. We're going to fast in these days, man, to break those chains of wickedness and those bounds, and to get rid of those spirits that hinder us, man. The Lord said that some of these spirits, man, can only come out of you, paraphrasing, by prayer and fasting, combined. So that's what we do a lot as a whole individual. There are brothers that have different talents, man, and it requires faith to fast. So if your faith is very high, fasting is something that you're gonna be able to do through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai a lot. Now the reason why I brought that out is because in Matthew 24 chapter in verse 37, all right, check this out. But as the days of Noah were, and we're prophesying to our people, we're in the last days, just like the days of Noah preceding the Lord's horrific judgment when the Lord flooded the whole earth and took out everybody except Noah and his family. All right, women, men, and children were all in that water. All right, animals was in that water. All right, that everybody died except Noah and his family. Man, this is what we're warning. All right, that same power is finna bring greater destruction to this earth, man. And the way he's gonna cleanse it this time is by fire. All right, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And here's the point: for as in the days that were before the flood, guess what these idiots were doing? Without giving thanks and reverence to the true power Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage. And we do know what biblical marriage is, man. All right, sexing it up, man. All right, and it's all just unlawful how people are conducting themselves, today, especially here in Babylon the Great. Until when? Until the day that Noah entered into the ark and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And we're prophesying to these idiots, all right? First and foremost to the Lord's hopeful elect, all right? But for everyone else that won't take heed, you guys are idiots. It is what it is, man, all right? They're not taking heed, man, and they're doing exactly exhibiting the same behavior that was going on during the days of Noah. It's the same thing that's happening right now, or with everybody, but especially our people, man. They're doing exactly this: eating, drinking, and giving in marriage, man. Partying. Folly is set in great dignity here in Babylon the Great, and this is the exact type of behavior that preceded that horrific judgment of that flood. And we're prophesying, hey, man, it's gonna happen again. We gotta go through Jacob's trouble, and the ultimate icing on the cake of Jacob's trouble, all right, is going to be that fire. And it's going to be nuclear missiles that's going to cause that fire to burn this place down. And Babylon the Great is going to look like a lake of fire. All right, if you was to be beamed up in a chariot and looking down upon this wicked, sinful ass earth, man, it's gonna look as a lake, of fire, and that's really gonna happen, man. And the way the Lord's gonna bring a lot of that fire is by those thermal nuclear missiles, man. All right, and we want to escape that judgment by doing these things while they're stuffing their face, while they're engaged in folly on a consistent basis. We're gonna be the ones that's a sacrificing now. We pay now or pay later, because you best believe everybody's gonna pay, all right, as it relates to Yahweh Shai and what he went through, okay, and his sacrifice and his commandments. All right, everybody's gonna pay. So it's either you pay now, you sacrifice, stuff in your face. And that's another thing, man, about especially our women and their lack of shame. And back in the day, whenever it used to be a woman, was dainty, and she wouldn't like a damn camera on her while she eat. I was just talking about how women, like to cover their mouth when they eating and shit like that. That's good. That's like feminine, man. All right, but now Eve, it's been revealed that the damn woman, not just our women, is these women that love to eat more than men. It's the women that can't control themselves, can't control their urges, man. All right, our apostles talk about when the so-called black woman a lot, man. The reason why she's a lot of them are obese, overweight, unhealthy is because they are the weaker vessel and they can't control those urges of pleasure. You see, food, all right, to these idiots is just for pleasure. That's why they get on here and do it. It's pleasurable, just like a sex. All right, that's why they can't be righteous in that regard, and just have one husband, man. That's it because it feels too good. And if you definitely talk about the Edomite woman, if you seen how they get down on some of those videos and things when they're putting baseball bats, all right, inside of them, it's because of that pleasure, man. It seems pretty painful to me, but it's pleasure. That's why they can't get enough, and they'll take it to the extreme. Put their whole fist, come on, don't ask me how I know. All right, but it's just a spirit of truth, man. You see, and it's the same thing with food, man. That's why a lot of our women are overweight, because it is pleasure. Matter of fact, and that's the spirit. The book of 2 Timothy chapter 3, start at verse 2. Well, we'll start at verse 1. This know also that in the last days, and that's what we're prophesying through the Spirit, we are in fact in the last of the last days, man. Perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded. And here's the point: lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh Bahashim Mahawashah. That's our people. That's why you see old girl right there stuffing her face and ate it all, G. And them other people I looked at, the rest of that video, it seemed like they pretty much got through that plate, man, that big ass platter, that $500 platter, while we suffering and can barely afford to eat ourselves. You got some of these idiots that are living in pleasures, man, not more than they're loving Yahweh Bahashim Mahawashah, man. You see what I'm saying? How can you even afford for one meal? All right. And the majority of the people are making life decisions at the gas pump, man. You know what I mean? It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting, but that's the spirit of the people in the last days, man. Especially you Israelites, man, that think that this is your rest. They don't care. They're prospering. If they're not truly prospering in their mind, they think that they are. Because if they weren't and they realize what time it is, they would be coming in that meek, humble spirit. They would be constantly humbling themselves through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. They would be praying. They would be fasting. All right, abstaining from wickedness, man. It ain't just fasting, just refraining from all manners of wickedness to the best of your ability. Stop being a whore, stop being a nigga. All right, and our people just can't do it, and it's for a reason. They're slided for judgment. So when you see these people stuff in their face, especially with the abomination, and that's the something that really bothers me. I don't understand. Well, like, what type of spirit do you have to have on you to sit in front of our face and eat and a whole plate of an abomination? Why can't be high quality steak? Hell, if you got a $500 to spend on that shit, you can buy some steak, some lamb, something that's lawful to eat, some fruit, some veggies. Why can't you, get up there and have a mukbang eating healthy, Eve? Why gotta be, you slobbering this shit, sucking it, gulping it down your fucking gullet? All right, and it's just abominable. It really, that's why the scripture teaches a wisdom driveth a wise man mad. It will drive you insane because it happens every single day while the Lord's hopeful elect is suffering every single day while simultaneously trying to serve the Lord to the best of their ability, giving diligence to make their calling and election sure. We put out these epistles to the best of our ability consistently as a whole. We go out on the highways and byways to the best of our ability as a whole. All right, consistently. All right, and of course we practice what we preach to the best of our fleshly ability. Okay, because we're subject to go off being in this flesh, man. The flesh kind of do its own thing. Sometimes you get these weird thoughts in your mind, and you got to rebuke that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Hawashah, man. But the whole point, is that people in these last days are lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh Shema Hawashah. They're gonna stuff their face no matter what. They're not even gonna consider, that they have spirits on them. They're not gonna consider that they need to humble themselves and sacrifice, go without. That's a noble thing right now, and we don't really see the full manifestation of the benefits of serving the Lord because we're still in our captivity. But once Jacob's trouble happened, and we see how the Lord is protecting us all the way, Lord willing, we're gonna make it to salvation. It's all gonna be worth it. So don't worry about it. I'm saying that to myself first and foremost because this shit gets on my nerves, man. Especially when you fast often, and you know what it feels like to be in the quote unquote trenches, for Yahweh Hashem and Hawashah. The pain that comes with that stuff in your face, and through the spirit, not to boast, but just praising the Lord for his gifts. Man, I can go when it come to these fastings. When it come to fasting, this is part of my gift, my skill set. I can fast and pray in the privacy of my own home right now, way better than I can, teach out there on the highways and byways. The Lord is leveling me up, and getting me, to a certain level, out there on the highways and byways to be able to, perform at a certain level. But right now, hey, this, being meek, this is my bread and butter, and I thank you, how about Shimon, how was shy for that, because I was down and out, today, very depressed, hungry, mad at people, feeling like I give, and I never, get my just due. My daughter, feeling unappreciative, all the sacrifices that we make for our children. And when anybody, my little help meet or whatever, friend, whatever I want to call her, whenever she need, I'm giving. But when I need, people ain't able to help me out. It hurts, man. It hurts. They constantly have to sacrifice and suffer, and to watch your brothers and sisters, all right, of the nation of Israel prosper, to for you not to have no food in your home, and to watch a nigga get on here and eat something that the Lord told us not to eat. And and it be abominable, and have the money to do so. And we know that the Lord chastens those who we love, because I took it to when Apostle had testified of his food poison. That made me upset. For it is what it is, man. We know that man's goings are of the Lord, and we do believe that we're of that hopeful elect. So the reason why the Lord let Apostle Tahar get sick, that's between the Lord and that brother. But just looking at any of my brothers, especially the apostles on down, but any of my brothers that would get anything bad to happen to them, and it just made me feel a certain type of way, man. And I just want to go harder so we can go home, man. Here you have people eating abominable things, and I'm calling, conveying to the Lord the way I do. Why can't these people that's eating abominable things get sick? Their ass should be the ones getting sick, not my apostle. Again, man, the Lord do what he want, towards us, and we understand that we have, felt short. We all have, sin and transgress, and we can, we understand that. But man, I'm like, man, they eating all this abominable shit, very glutton like, very unshamed like, and nothing happens to them. They can't get a stomach ache, nothing. My apostle gotta get food poison, and he more diligent, been more diligent than all of us, to a certain extent. Why I gotta hear my apostle, sick? Or why I gotta hear this about, whatever brothers go through, and you see Eve out here prospering, twerking, Ice Spice, this I don't listen to none of her music, but I be seeing little clips. All she do is shake her butt on stage, man. That's all she do. Why she get to prosper and travel the world, etc., etc., while we suffer, man. But I said all that to say, we got to maintain frame, man, because our time is coming and their time is coming as well, man. The Lord is going to lift us up, something miraculous, all right, and he's gonna bring all these people, them same motherfuckers that you see doing these mukbang videos, man. They gonna be having a taste of that famine, you best believe. And you better believe your little brother, the hopeful prince, brother Sakal, has been putting up curses on these idiots, man, to have to endure that fate, you know what I mean? Cause I got a problem with, starving for your how about Shimon how shot, and y'all prospering. When the Lord was here, he was fasting, 40 days on my brothers, fasting, constantly, consistently through the spirit and power. How about Shimon how shot? Who the hell are y'all? If our Lord came in riding a damn donkey and he didn't have no place to lay his head, who the hell are y'all to have multiple dwelling places? I'm getting absolutely, sick of this shit, man. All right, who the hell are y'all? They be stuffing y'all face when our Lord, had to starve himself when he was down here as a man, and his men are doing the same thing, and our sisters, our true sisters, doing the same thing. Boy, stop. Boy, stop. Y'all judgment is coming, man. Let me go 2 more precepts, man. Straight to the point. Proverbs, and I had to catch myself, obviously, because you find yourself getting mad. at the Lord. Let's just keep it honest for, amongst the brotherhood. And we don't want to do that. We have to know how we got to this. Remember how we got to this position. We went off. So we have to endure whatever the Lord place upon us, man. Take it cheerfully. Easier said than done. All right, but that's just what it is, man. But it still hurt to see our brothers and sisters and their wickedness prosper. Here we are hungry and we doing something for the Lord to the best of our ability. They ain't did shit for as we see, but prosper and stuff they face. What eat, drink, and give in the marriage. That's all they been doing. Here in Babylon the Great ain't did nothing for you. How about Shema Hawashah or this nation, this brotherhood, this sisterhood? They ain't did nothing but prosper in our captivity, man. That's crazy, but don't worry about it. The Lord got something for them. This is the book of Proverbs 22 and verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. There it is, man. So we being prudent men and women, we foresee the evil through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. We believe judgment is coming. We believe a famine is coming. We believe more earthquakes in diverse places is coming. All right, so we're hiding ourselves, man. And how do we hide ourselves, man? All right, in the same book, Proverbs 18 and verse 10. The name of the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe. That's how, by believing on the words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, first and foremost, believing that they exist and believing on the names that were given unto us, man, which is a strong tower. And we also are coming in the fear of this power, Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shah. So we're obedient because we fear to the best of our ability. That's how we're hiding ourselves. We're hiding ourselves in that strong tower, which ultimately is Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shah. There it is, man. And again, it says back in the let me get that one more time. Proverbs 22 and 3. But a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, and they're about to be punished, man. How long, ye simple ones, when ye love simplicity? All right, the Lord went into that, how these people would not listen at the Lord's reproof. We're trying to rebuke. All right, the people are not listening, man. Therefore, they are going to be punished, man, and we're going to be rewarded, man. It's tough, man, but guess what? We have to remember the servant is not greater than the master. Sacrifice is going to be required. So go ahead and pay now. Go ahead and get your fasting up now and store up that spiritual bank account, man, in the heavens. And guess what, man? Through the spirit, if the Lord's willing, you can make a spiritual withdrawal, man. If you need something, from your Yahweh Shem Hawashah, because we set our heights higher than this place and store up our treasures in heavens. But hey, we're definitely in need of whatever. That's why we try to offend less. And hey, sometimes you may have to ask the Lord to hey, and you brothers gonna convey that however y'all gonna convey it through the spirit. But you're going to maybe ask the Lord for a little withdrawal, of what, of your righteous acts. And you pray, that the Lord remembers yours personally, as well as your brothers and sisters, our acts of love, our charity, which covers a multitude of transgressions, man. Again, while everybody is stuffing their face, eating, drinking, and giving in marriage as the days of Noah, so shall a second coming of Yahweh shall be. And we're experiencing that right now, man. So don't be like these idiots stuffing your face full of abominations, man. How could you ask the Lord to bless that food, man, knowing that you ain't even supposed to be eating it? That's crazy. So they're not even saying, the water Yahweh Shema Shah. I got another problem with that. I'm sick of, people just eating, period. Unrighteously. Y'all deserve to be starving. I'm just keeping 100. If Yahweh Shah was starving 40 days, and there's some people of our nation that ain't never missed a day. That my 600 pounds, how do you even get to be 600 pounds, you lazy son of a... That's disgusting, especially for a grown ass Israelite man to be so big that he can't even walk. while we starving. Boy, stop. Judgment is coming. You know, all we got to do is continue, cry out to Yahweh Shem and Hawashai. Understand that the Lord is not a man that he shall lie, and really having faith in that. He's going to do what he said he's going to do, man. All right. If we do our part, man. So we got to do our part so Lord can, do what he said he was going to do by protecting us and providing us, giving us our daily bread. And if we shall ask of anything in the name of the Lord, it shall be given unto us. But we have to have faith, and faith without works is dead. You can't just be asking the Lord for something and you doing nothing. All right. And you doing nothing. Do something, Jacob. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.